Wells is one of the very first cases I worked on. Um, and I was led to her case, okay? I've been a psychic all my life, you guys, okay? Um, and a lot of stuff that we see, let me pull up Summer Moon Wells. If a lot of you guys don't know about Summer Moon Wells' case, she's a case that was my first case um, as far as the YouTube channel, okay? She went missing in Tennessee, and there's other children that went missing. I had one of the guys that did not fully cross. Okay, he came to me. Okay, um, and explained his story, what happened to him. Okay, so let's look at the update on Summer Moon Wells. She was from Tennessee, from Rogersville, Tennessee. Um, Now they're saying that she went missing from she was 5 years old when she went missing from her home on June 15th of 2021. What I find interesting is with her, because I have worked on missing children's cases. Her case is a lot different than other missing kids cases that I've worked on. The reason why is because they didn't put an image up of her right away. Okay, it's called a progression image of how she would look today. Okay, because um, they do that so if anybody sees this child, um, they can recognize this child. But with her, they didn't do this right away. Okay, now I did pull the energy of her parents. You can go back to my Summer Moon Wells video. I also did a read on her aunt that her aunt's story because her aunt's case has never been solved. Okay, Summer Moon Wells case has never been solved. Okay, so I want to see today what I can pull on Summer Moon Wells. Okay, the last photo that we seen of her, I want to show you a good picture of her. Um, hold on. I want to show you an updated picture on her. Okay, updated picture. There's many children go missing. It doesn't matter what color you are, what nationality. Summer, okay, updated picture of Summer Wells. They finally put an updated picture. Okay, so that's very telling. Very very telling. Okay, there's so many speculations. Now the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Um, of Hawkins County. I did a read on the Lawson family, may I say. It was very in depth. Okay, you can go back to my previous videos. I just want to talk about Summer. Okay, now they did put this, and they took a long time to put this. Okay, this is what she would look like today. Her case was very. Now I have worked on many cases. This case is a case that I always. Okay, this is Summer Moon Wells, and I will put her picture up. Okay, I haven't forgot about her. Okay, I'm not forget about her. Now they took a long time to put to release the updated photo. Okay, I don't know if because there was pressure applied for from um, people truly trying to find this girl. Okay, there's many children that are going missing, but there's so much corruption with her case. Um, so this is what she looked at like before, and this is what she will look like now. Okay, so I will share both pictures side by side. So let me, now I already told you what I was picking up energetically. So let's pull some cards and see um, what we can get on Summer Moon Wells. Now it's been some quite it been has been quite some has been quite some time since I did a read on her. Very quite some time. Okay, So let's see what we can get with Summer Moon Wells. Summer Moon Utah Wells. I'm calling on angels and ancestors. Summer Moon Wells. It's interesting with her case. Her case is how can I say it? Now I want to see this card comes back out. Okay. It's at the bottom of the deck. It's showing the privileged lady and the number 12. I feel like, let's see. Now she was going to a church. They shaved her hair. She had lice, allegedly. Now this kind of reminds me of the JonBenét Ramsey case. In some ways, but from different sides of the track. Okay, like JonBenét Ramsey's family had money. Okay, JonBenét Ramsey's family. The dad and mom was cleared. I think they were cleared after their death. Okay, I don't know much about her case. I remember seeing JonBenét Ramsey. Okay, plastered everywhere. Okay, and psychically, what I was getting right away was, if you watch the video of her brother, I don't know why I'm bringing up JonBenét Ramsey, concerning Summer Moon Wells case. This is very interesting. Okay, but it's interesting because you think of it like this. Okay, you have one family that's on one side of the tracks, money, wealth, and then the other side, poor, poverty, right? Now with JonBenét Ramsey, I feel like I did watch the interview with her brother. He has a lot of damage. He grew up in a family. How can I say this? He witnessed a lot. He was also a victim. JonBenét Ramsey's brother. Okay, for entertainment purposes, but yes, JonBenét Ramsey's brother. If you watch the video of him, it's so sad to even watch. Okay, very sad. Okay, and just think of JonBenét Ramsey and watch the video of her brother now. Okay, it's very sad. Okay, it's very telling. Not just sad, but very telling. JonBenét Ramsey's case. I think the brother knows more than what he's saying. The father was messing with some really sketchy people, JonBenét Ramsey. And then at one time they were like it was a brother. But her case is so deep, and it's connected to her father. So let's stay on Summer Moon Wells. So Summer Moon Wells, give me a card for Summer Moon Wells. Just give me one card. A lot of people have said that she may have crossed. People are still holding on to hope. We always have to hold on to hope for these children, okay? A lot of children return, and some children do not return, okay? Summer Moon Wells case is a case I'm not gonna let go, okay, until it is solved. Now it's interesting. I got high honor in the reverse. Okay, so 25. This is interesting. Okay, 25 and high honor. So if this was in an upright position, okay, this is somebody that's looked at in high honor. Now this person is no longer looked at in high honor. Okay. Now also you can see it's like a battle, right? On a battlefield, right? Now what's interesting with this battlefield, they're wearing uniforms, okay? So this is very telling too, okay? But whoever this person was looked at in high honor. That is connected to her case and is not looked at in high honor anymore, okay? Number 25 can be significant. What else do we need to know? The present moment, angels, ancestors, Yahweh, Yeshua. Give me true discernment on Summer Moon Wells' case. Now, I also got official officer in the reverse. 22. And this guy has a lot of, if you look on his coat, he has a lot of rewards. Okay. So this could be official officer, could be anybody in the service, or anybody that works in the state level. Wow. The family room, which we already knew the family was upside down. 21. So all these cards are coming out in the reverse. So the family was already upside down, which we know that they were, dabbling into drugs. Now there's an official officer here, and somebody looked at in high honor, but they're not looked at in high honor anymore. Okay, there was a change. Okay, when she went missing. This is just an update on her case number 9, and she was a child when she went missing, and it's in the reverse, as above, so below. Okay. So there was a change with the family. Look at this. There was a change with the family. The family room's here. The change was she was taken. Okay. And she's the child, the innocent child. And then on this side, we have somebody that is official officer and is looked at in high honor. Okay. Take what resonates, take what does not. Now we have a community here, and even the community is coming in a reverse position. Okay, this is what I'm picking up at the current moment for Summer Moon Wells. Okay, now I did reads on her plenty of times. The Lovers in reverse. Okay, so any of these cards, everything's coming in reverse, you guys. The Lovers is even in reverse. Okay. Let's cross the Lovers, the Coffin, the end to something and the beginning to something new. This is crossing the Lovers. Oh, wow. And we have the Theft here. Okay. The theft of her innocence, the theft of the child, the house. This is where she went missing, the house. Okay. So it's crossing the house, and then this is the current, what I'm picking up currently. So I don't know. I got something in the past with her. And I got the Great Fortune. So somebody did see her as a fortune card. Okay, great wealth, fortune. Okay. Wow. And this is crossing the house. So somebody was either watching the house or somebody in the house. Okay. This is what I'm picking up. Now, my reads can be past, present, or future. So I could be seeing her past, I could be seeing her present, and I could be seeing her future if she's still here. And I did videos, you guys, on it in the past. Okay. What's crossing the Great Fortune? I just want to see like an update, and I'm going to use another deck. A message. Okay, a message. And this could be the letter that her father wrote, because her father did write a letter, number 7. There was a message. Okay. There could have been a message between the people. I don't know. Okay. And there's a main male here. Okay, a main male. And he's crossing the message in the Great Fortune. And there's so many shady people in her case. Okay. Wow. Okay, what's crossing this main male? Because there's a lot of shady main males. Okay, and women. They say the concern is crossing 33. This is Freemason numbers. The main male is crossing the 33. He's concerned. Okay. right? Give me one more card from this deck, and then I'm going to get from another deck. The false persons are even upside down. Everything's upside down with her read. There's only a couple cards that came in the upright position. Um, wow. And I think it was raining when she went missing the day before, or I think the day before, where I remember her dancing in the rain. Okay, and there was a red barrel. Remember that red barrel, and it said for sale. Okay, there's a lot of false energy, which we already know that. Okay, there's a privileged lady, which we already know who the privileged lady is. She's at the church. There's a wealthy man. Okay, there's a journey here. Number 10. This is interesting. We might get some information in October or December or even this month, because we're in August. So we got August, October, and December. Now somebody's in jail. I don't know who's in jail, but whoever the person's in jail, um, they know something. Okay, a lot of shady people here, but this person in jail knows something, and they want less time, so they are talking. Okay, imprisonment. This could be spiritually, mentally, and physically. Okay, they want out. All right. So who's in jail right now? Let's get one more card for Sun, Moon, Wells. I need to pull from another deck. Any of this that I'm talking about could be important to her case. Okay. This card wanted to come out. There's 2 cards that wanted to come out. Now we have the King of Pentacles here, which is interesting. We have a lot of masculine energy with her, and I was picking this up before with her. There's a lot of masculine energy that was around her, false masculine energy, okay, and feminine energy, okay. So we have this King of Pentacles. He's sitting there, right? The book's behind him, the dog. Very calculating King of Pentacles, may I say. And he's just holding that Pentacles. And they did have a dog. And I'm not saying the parents are involved. I'm not saying that at all. Okay. I did go back to my videos that I did on her. Because I did a lot of videos. I think I did like, how many videos I did on her? I think I did like 3. And I did a video of her aunt, and the aunt's husband came on my live because he knew I was telling the truth. Okay. The aunt's case has never been solved. So I was trying to solve both cases kill one bird, and solve both cases. Okay. But it's interesting that her husband came on my live. Okay. So that was very telling. Okay. Why would he come on my live? And I told him exactly what he had on. So why would he join my live? Okay. If he didn't do nothing and you're innocent, you have nothing to prove, right? You're clear of what happened to her. So the King of Pentacles is wealth. Okay, somebody with great wealth. Also a business person, leadership, security, discipline, and abundance. Okay, that is the King of Pentacles. So there was a lot of masculine energy surrounding her, and her family was the Ten of Pentacles, but in the reverse. Okay, now we got 2 family cards here. Okay, the number 10 is significant. So maybe we might hear something in October concerning her case. Okay, or in October we will hear something about this family. Okay, Candace does not have the kids, I don't think, and neither does Don. Okay, so I mean, uh, the dark side of the wealth, financial failure of loss. Okay, now they could be they feel failure loss of her, failure loss of what happened prior, and we were seeing this on Candace's Candace's and Don. Okay, and their whole in between them is the girl. Okay, in between them is the girl. Okay, and that's crossing the King of Pentacles, but they didn't have a lot of pentacles. But if you look at it in a family dynamic, pentacles, this is somebody that's wealthy. This family was not wealthy. Okay, so something might be coming out in October, and it's double confirmation. Okay, with Sun Moon Wells. Yeah, the Moon card here, the hidden information. There's hidden information about Sun Moon Wells, and we all know that. A lot of us are trying to solve this case. There's a lot of cases that need solved. There's so many cases that need solved. But there's a lot of things that are hidden. Um, it's hidden enemies, danger, darkness, terror, deception, caught forces, um, instability, silence, degrees of lies, deception. There's so many degrees to this with this water element of emotions. There's so many lies here. Let's get one more card. And that was crossing the family card. Okay, so we can't sit here and say, oh, they're guilty. Okay, they're guilty in many ways. Okay, and this is for entertainment purposes. But when you see this body of water is interesting, and the moon and the element of water itself. The body of water, emotions. Okay, so there's emotions running high with this family. Because they're under the spotlight. Because what happens to her? So there's illusion, there's fear, anxiety, subconscious, and intuition. Somebody knows something and somebody is talking. Okay, so um, maybe there's something that's going to come out in October. Shit. Okay, just saying. Maybe something's going to come out and we're going to find some information. Okay. We can't lose hope. Okay. I just wanted to do an update before I get to my reads here. So we also got the Temperance card in number 14 in reverse, imbalance, self-healing, and realignment. So somebody's imbalance, assessing their self-healing and a realignment right now. Okay. This is a winged angel who's both masculine and feminine and wears a light blue robe representing the humans by the earth and nature law. The angel's balances between the foot on the rocks, expressing the need to stay grounded. And one foot is in the water, showing the need to be in the flow. She pours water between two cups, symbolizing the flow of alchemy of life itself. Okay. Above the mountains hovers a golden crown, a symbol of taking the higher path and staying true to one's life purpose and meaning. Wow. Reflecting on the path, okay. So maybe we're gonna hear something. There is definitely a higher force here. And I feel like there's something gonna come out. Okay, something definitely gonna come out. I feel like October. A lot of things are coming out. Okay, a lot of things are being exposed. This is what I'm getting on her right now, this current moment. When I first did a read on her, I never forget it. I felt like she was still here. Okay. And once again, I'm going to say for And hey, honor to Unearth. Hope you're doing okay. When she first went missing, I felt like she was still here. Okay. Um, and she could still be alive. Okay. She could be. Because of what was going on in Tennessee. May I say, there's a lot of going. There was a lot of corruption in Tennessee. There was human trafficking, child trafficking, um, a lot of pedophilias, a lot of pedos. Okay, the Lawson family. I did a read on the Lawson family. I mean, you haven't heard nothing from them. Okay, and you're not going to hear nothing from them. Okay. So the cards that I pulled on her, she would be the child that went missing, and she was 5 years old when she went missing. I will put a picture of her how she would look now. Um, so it's interesting because there is a wealthy man here with the King of Pentacles, a family. Everything's upside down. Okay, as above, so below. Um, in this family dynamic, um, there's a lot of regrets. This family didn't, they were poor. Okay, people knew they were poor. There was a lot going on. There was drug activity. There was children activity. Okay, not good activity with children, may I say? Okay, these children were very vulnerable, very vulnerable. Um, and I still to this day feel like the oldest son knows more, and I don't know who he's scared of. Okay, the oldest son. Okay, it's been a while since he's been away from the family, but he knows something, and I feel like maybe they know this information and they're not releasing this information. 27, 27. Okay, um, she could still be out there. It's interesting because the Ten of Pentacles came in the reverse, and it came after the King of Pentacles. This is very telling. Normally, when you see the Ten of Pentacles, you see this family life. Um, you see the tree of life itself. She was supposed to change the generational trauma in this family. It was summer. Okay. Oh wow. But that never happened. She was the child to change it. Okay. I did so many reads on her. But what's interesting is the only card that came in the upright was the King of Pentacles and the Moon. Wow. And the Temperance card came in the reverse position. Okay. Bunch of Hicks and creeps. They live a couple hours away from me. Oh, wow. Wow. And I'm still going to get to Tennessee on Earth. I'm still going to get there. I want to go. Um, I'm still going to Tennessee, guys. I will get up there. There's two places I want to stop by where she actually see the terrain of the house because they have a mural for her, like a bench and stuff. And I want to see what energy I pick up. And I also want to go on. I think it's Elvis's. Elvis is not far from there. Memphis. Um, Elvis Presley. He is Cherokee. I did put a picture of his grandmother. I want to see what I pull off that land. And Elvis is, I know this is, I'm staying on Summer Moon Wells. But yeah, I'm coming up. I'm definitely coming up. But it's interesting because if she's still out here, okay, um, 10, 14, and 18, what am I seeing here? If she's still out here, I'm seeing 10, 14, and 18, and I got 18 twice. This is very interesting. seeing the Kabbalah here. Hold on, give me a minute. So I'm getting 18 twice. Nine, 10, and she would be 7 now. Yep, she would be 7 now. So we did get the number 7. She would be 7 now. Wow, this is so interesting what I'm getting here. So I'm getting 12, 13, 7. Oh my God. Okay. So what I'm getting here is, okay, I'm getting 8, 7. So she would be 7 now. I'm getting 8. I'm getting 10. Okay, hold on. I'm getting 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, this is okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. And she would be 7 now. She still could be alive. And double confirmation of 10, but it was in the reverse, okay? And I'm getting, wow, I can't even make this up. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. My mom graduated high school with him. Oh, wow. My aunt's house was directly being Graceland. They share the back. Wow. Yeah, I want to visit that land. Um, Alvis's daughter is being buried beside him. I'm sorry. Lisa Marie Presley is being buried finally beside her father. Okay. What's interesting here is we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And we got 14. Okay. But we're missing 12. Yeah. So I did see a crossing, okay, may I say, in my previous reads, but she still can be alive because this is showing her age right now. It will be 7, 8, 9, 10. The 11 is gone, but the 13 and the 12 here, and the 18 and the 14's here. Okay. The 18's here twice. Okay, let me shuffle this deck one more time. And I'm going to end this. So she still can be here. Let's see what we get with one shuffle. She still can be out here. Okay. Let's see. And the 11. So she could still be out here. It showed her age up until 18. So is somebody planning on keeping her till she's 18? That never happened in my read like that, where it showed all the ages, okay? She's still can be out here. And I did reads on her before. Look at this. Oh my gosh, 18. And she's the child. And she came in the upright position. So is somebody trying to hold her until she's 18? And this card came flying out. You guys seen the deck. Okay, I'm not doing no magic tricks here. Who you looking for? Summer Moon Wells. So anyways, 18. So I got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All those cards came out for her age. And the number 18 came out twice. So are they trying to hold her until she's 18? And we got the number 38. And when you see the toil and labor card, it's really interesting because the toil and labor, okay, it's like something that's underground and they're all children. Okay, they're all children. They're not adults. They're children. And toil and labor is like they're in toil and labor. Okay, toil and labor can be any kind of toil and labor. Okay, so are they trying to hold her until she's 18? Okay, let's see what's crossing the 18 and 38. Now you guys just seen I pulled out 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. I pulled out 15, 16, 17, all the way to the age of 18. This is interesting. Your cards did that when I came in, and I'm getting that. Yes, yes. Maybe somebody's holding her until she's 18. Oh my gosh. Okay, so wow. That never happened in a read where I seen the child's whole ages straight through. Okay, you guys seen that 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And the 18 came out twice. So this is showing, wow, this is showing that she could still be out here. Okay, so who is she with? Okay, she's a child, and 18 came out twice, and I pulled from 2 different decks. Okay, now the 38 came out. Could she be with somebody that's 38? Yeah, Elvis was in really bad shape and on a lot of drugs. Yes, he was. Wow. So could she be with somebody that's 38 years old? Or 38 is significant? Okay. Yes, the older man could be 38. Okay, let's see if it's a man or let's see if it's a man. Oh, give me true discernment. Yahweh, Yeshua, Jesus, Lord, God. Give me true discernment. Angels, ancestors, come forward. Give me true discernment. When I do a lot of spiritual work, I drink this, you guys. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't even cut this deck. Somebody could have her that is 38. Go back to my other videos I did on her. Okay. They could have her. Okay. And they could be the age of 38 or even 83. Because we got to look at these cards in the reverse too. Okay. Or 81. But I doubt that. But we never know. You guys, we never know. Okay. So wherever she's at, if she is out here, this is the current situation. She could be in toil and labor. Toil and labor can mean a variety of things when it comes to children. Okay. Human trafficking, sex trafficking. This is sad. Ooh. Now, I did get the marriage here, number 3. So, and that's crossing the toil and labor and the child. Yeah, it is. The toil and labor is a dark place. Yes, it is. It's very dark. It's underground. Okay, it's tunnels. And if you see in this card, there's a little bit of lighting. And you see, if you look really, really at this card, this is the Kepler deck. The Kepler Fin de la Science. Okay, so what you see is a whole bunch of children. Okay, but these children are in the shadow. You see the main child and the rest are in the shadow, but they're there. Okay. Okay. Yes, it could be damp down there. Yes. Wow. All right, let's see what's crossing. So we got a marriage card here. Number 3. Okay. I want to see if this marriage card comes back out. Okay. So somebody could be holding her until she's 18. I want these cards to just flip. Okay. This case I've been working on for so long. I have worked on so many missing children cases for a very long time. These cards flipped. 31, in number 6. So this is somebody that's in bad health, and this is a mature woman, number 6. Okay. Hey, Maria. So somebody's in bad health, and there's a mature woman. But you know what's so interesting? The mature woman. I want you to really look at the mature woman. Okay. Is it possible Priscilla wanted to? Yes, Priscilla did want to control, but Lisa Marie will be buried next to her father. Okay. So Lisa Marie Presley will be buried next to Elvis Presley. But okay, this mature woman is interesting. Number 6. This is a polished woman. Okay. A wealthy woman, not a poor woman. Now we also see somebody in bad health here, 31. These numbers can be significant to her case. Okay. 31. And we also have to look in the reverse too. So we can look at it 9, and we can look at it at 13. Okay. All right. I heard the name before, Belong. Yes. Summer Moon Wells is one of my first cases that I started my YouTube channel. I was being led to her. Okay, a journey here. Number 10. Remember I said October. There's something about October. Okay. So there's a journey. Now, did she take a journey? Okay. Is she still out there? I feel like she could still be out there, you guys. Now, I did see a crossing, and there was a lot of kids' energies I was picking up. I had one of the boys came to visit me like 3 something in the morning. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that's going on up there in the Tennessee mountains. But number 10, there's a journey. If she did go on a journey, she went on a journey. Okay. Well, a journey can be anywhere. Okay. Let's see what else flips out here. The privileged lady. Now, this card did show before, and it's shown again. Number 12. This is December. Remember when I talked about, I kept seeing 1016 and 1031. Okay. Yeah, that can be significant. This is what I'm saying. Numbers are very important, you guys, in these cases. 21, 12. I want you guys to understand something. The privileged lady, I put the privileged lady back in the deck, okay? She was at the bottom of the deck, okay? Yes, summer did represent a lot of children. There was a lot of children that was connected to Summer Moon Wells' case. So remember when I talked about the lady in the church? What's her name? The lady that Summer Moon Wells confided in. What was her name? And I told you guys she was shady, very shady, very, very shady. Robin. Okay, Robin was not speaking her truth. This is Robin, the privileged lady. Okay, Robin is the privileged lady. Okay, Robin holds a lot of secrets. Okay, Robin, she goes and she does missionary work. Okay. Now there's a mature woman here. I don't know who this mature woman is in this privileged lady, but they seen Summer Moon Wells as great fortune. Okay, and she was taken from 26 is significant here. 26 and 12 and 6. 26, so 26612. This could be somebody's address. 26612. Okay. Now she was taken from her house. Okay. But I'm seeing 26612. Okay. I don't know whose address this is. 26612. I'm feeling this is the address. All right, so we have feminine energy here, a mature woman and a privileged woman. This privileged woman is Robin, the lady in the church. Okay. but I'm seeing a whole address here. I don't know whose address this is. Now, in the house, okay, she was taken from her house, but this house is at nighttime. Could she be in a house? I don't know. Okay, underneath the house, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. This video is for entertainment purposes. Okay, let's just get some more cards on Summer Wells. So I'm seeing an address 26612. 26612. 26612. Okay. That's somebody's address. I don't know whose address this is. 261 26612. It's somebody's address, okay? Wow. Let's get one more card and then I'm going to end this. I feel like this is going to be like a masculine card. There's a whole bunch of cards coming out. I don't know, you guys. She could still be alive, okay? She could still be out there. Just saying. I did a video that I don't know. Abandoned Canico is what I'm hearing. She could be underground. Okay, she could be underground, alive or not, but I'm praying she is alive. Okay. Now this guy keeps showing up in high honor, official officer, and he was looked at in high honor 22 and 25, and I pulled these same cards out before. So this is like an officer, okay, military background, okay. Very highly honored. Look at this, high honor, official officer. And now I got these cards, some of these in upright, and so as above, so below, okay. These numbers could be important. 22, 25 could be important. And let's get one more card on. And I feel like somebody's in prison and they know information and they're talking, okay. There's more information they know that they're not giving us on this case. Yeah. 33 is this is Freemason numbers. Somebody's very concerned here. Okay. Now this is wealth. This is not somebody from a poor this is somebody that's wealthy. Okay. I want to see if I get the mature man because this would be a couple. Okay. No, we know Robin is a privileged lady. Robin's false. I don't care what nobody says. Robin lied. They should have made her do a lie detector test because she lied. Now the imprisonment cards here. Now she could be in prison, like spiritually, mentally, physically. 29, or this person that has information could be in prison, and I feel like the person that has the information could actually be in prison, okay, to help solve her case. And the family room, once again, 21. And the marriage, okay. Okay, this could be Don and Candace Wells, okay, because it came right after the family, okay. All right, let's, in the community, they know, okay, the community knows these lies, so many lies here, okay. Let's get one more. I just want to see if the mature man comes out because I've been picking up on this energy for quite some time since I first did her case. And the oldest son has some information. Now, the person that could have her could be 39 years old, could be 20 years old, 31 years old, 25, 22, 26, or 38. Okay. This is just telling me a story of her. Now, there was some kind of unexpected income. There was money exchange and I said this, 27. Look at the hands. Now, you got to understand, she came from a poor family, okay? And these hands are very polished. And Don did say he knows a place where they sell children, may I say. Okay, Don Wells, the father. Okay. And how do you go to sleep every day knowing I was crazy? I don't know who this is, but I'm getting so much downloads. So there was exchange of money, and the house is behind it. Okay. Who did he exchange money with? And I got this on her before. And look at these hands. These hands were desperate hands. Look how torn their clothing were. They were desperate, in need of money. When you're on drugs, you're desperate. These hands are dirty. The father was in construction. Okay. When you're on drugs, you're very desperate. Okay. And I have the wealthy man. So I have the wealthy man, and I told you guys who I think the wealthy man belongs to, what family. His family is a billionaire family in Tennessee. He's a pedophile himself. And he has private planes. He has hospitals. Wow. He also has, he works with armed military deals. Okay. I put his picture up before. He's a billionaire, and this picture always bothered me. Let me show you. Billionaire in Tennessee. If you go back to my readings, and he has a hospital, and his son was known as the cat killer. His son was known as a cat killer. And his son is in politician. He's a politician. He's in the Republican Party, and he was roommates with somebody in the Democratic Party. And he was rich. This wealthy man was very rich. His father was rich too. He didn't have to go steal cats. Well, he didn't steal them. He went to the cat place where they would take cats in, like a shelter, and he adopted these cats, a lot of cats, and he wound up experimenting on these cats. So if he's experimenting on cats, what else is he experimenting on? Okay. This family owns hospitals across the United States of America. Okay, they're in armed deals. They have private jets. The father they got their wealth from their grandfather. They're billionaires in Texas. Okay, just saying. They're one of the richest families in Tennessee. And I talked about him because I was pulling energy from him. Okay, Thomas, this is him. This is his family. Thomas F. Frisk Jr. and his father. Okay. This is the father. Now he has a picture with him on a plane with children surrounding his plane. Okay. And I'm going to say for entertainment purposes. Okay. He's a physician. Okay. He owns hospitals. He does arms deals. I mean, this guy's in all of it. Okay. All of it. Okay. Now I want to show you the picture of Thomas F. Frisk. He has a picture where he has two sons. He's worth $21.8 billion. He's 85 years old. Okay, 85. I got 83 reverse. He lives in Nashville, Tennessee. Thomas F. Friss. He has his siblings. Um, Now, he was on the Forbes list, but what's interesting is he's one of the richest families, okay? He's a co-founder of HCA Healthcare, and he's one of the wealthiest men in business, okay? Um, his son was known as the cat killer. His son went to a shelter with to get, I'm not, you guys, I can't make this up. And this is not a laughing matter, okay? So let's pull his energy. So he's showing up as a wealthy man. Let's see what we can find out with him, okay? I'm putting the cards back. Oh, you think she's in Paris? I mean, they move these children everywhere, okay? These children are moved. They take journeys, okay? Now, they put a picture. His son is in the Republican Party. His wife is Patricia C. Friss. Let's pull his energy. And I want to show you a picture of him. He's actually in a picture, is very perverted on the Forbes. He's in the plane. Well, he's outside of the plane in the water, and there's little children around him. Yes, yes, yes. And this guy is into, yes, this guy is into arms, okay? Military arms, okay? Just saying. And we did get the mature woman, the wealthy woman here, okay? I'm going to try to show you the picture that really, really, really bothered me. Okay, hold on. He's a self-made. Now, he's a doctor. Doctors do not make $20.7 billion. They don't. Okay, my daughter's getting ready to go to be a doctor. They don't make that kind of money. And I was pulling on his energy psychically, okay? He's the 78th wealthiest man in the world. He lives in Nashville. Okay, he has hospitals everywhere. I have the research on this man. This guy's even in the arms deals. Okay, arms, military. Yes, organs too. Yes, because when you work in these hospitals and you own these hospitals, you can take organs. You can make people disappear. Okay. Just saying. All right. Let me go on the Forbes list with his picture. When I first seen him, and I was led to him psychically, using my psychic ability, I was led to him. Okay. There's no physician, American physician, that makes $21.8 billion. And he opened hospitals all across the United States. There's a picture with him with children. I don't know who these children are. Okay. Just saying. Let me see if I can find the picture. And he is in a body of water, and he has a young boy, and you can tell obviously the young boy. Okay, I don't know whose child this young boy. What the boy looked like? He was like in his teenage. He looked very disturbed. He looked very uncomfortable. And his son is a freaking cat killer. So that's psychopathic, psycho. Okay, you're killing animals out here. Okay, psychopath. Okay, and he has money. Instead of him buying the cats, he went and took them out of a shelter and experimented on the damn cats. The son. Okay, the son is on the board of directors. It's Thomas F. Friss the third. Okay, and they have people in their family that are politicians, and if you look at their house too, it's interesting. It looks like a compound. Okay, just saying. Now, I'm not saying, and this video is for entertainment purposes, I'm not saying he's involved, but when I did the psychic read on her, I was led to this man, and I never heard of this man. Okay, so there's something going on, and there's other kids that I was pulling their energy on. Okay, a lot of kids. And one of the kids came to see me, and he was saying how his organs was taken out. He was a Hispanic kid, and there was a black kid. Both of their organs was taken out. Okay, he was actually pulled over He came to me in the middle of the night. I was tired, okay? And I did not wanted to to talk to anybody, okay? You guys gotta understand, and I say this and I may sound crazy, when I see dead people, okay? Yes. All right. So he came to me, and I was too tired. So the next day he told me his story. What is so interesting is, I was sitting on um, a tree stump. Okay, the tree was cut down. When I went back to that tree stump was no longer there. Okay, then I had a helicopter fly over my last residency. You guys can go down my videos and see it, and they have helicopters. Okay, so why am I picking up on this man I know nothing about? Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. Um, but his son was known, as a cat killer. They call him that. The politicians in the Senate call him a cat killer. So let's do a read on him. I'm trying to find. There's a photo of him on Forbes. If anybody can find that photo, he is in a body of water with the plane, um, and there's children in the water, little children. Okay. Yes, and officers. Yes, there's a lot of shady officers up there in those Tennessee mountains. I even called out, the Lawson family. Okay, Sheriff Lawson. Yes, his son is a registered pedophile. Yes, the sheriff that was over the case for Summer Moon Wells case, his son was a pedophile. Okay, and his son was charged before he took on Summer Moon Wells case. So why wasn't this exposed? Okay, why did after, all this information come out and he went to jail because he was touching somebody else's child? Okay, the sheriff, okay, of Rogersville, Tennessee. Okay, there's a lot of shadiness that's going on over there. Okay, a lot of stuff. And the one boy that came to me, you guys, I seen it wasn't no silhouette. It was his whole body. Okay, this is hitting me different right now. Spirit, let me see you. Oh, that's nice, mystery goddess. But yeah, I was being led to him. I never heard of this man. I don't know nothing about this man, but he has medical center. So, okay, so we have the wealthy man here. So this is the read I'm going to do on Thomas F. Friss Jr. Okay, and I'm not going back out and staying in this read. Okay, so what's crossing Thomas Friss F. Friss Jr. and read about his son. Okay, his son is known as the cat killer. Okay, his son was he was a roommate with, somebody in the Republican Party. I mean, the Democratic Party. His son is, a politician. Okay, his son is in the Republican Party. Okay, so what's crossing the wealthy man is the unexpected income. So this is showing the polished hands, and there was money exchange, right? So for Summer Moon Wells, okay, it could be anybody, but I'm talking about this guy, okay? This could be poor people's hands, okay, or somebody that works for him. Who knows, okay? Just saying. That's crossing the wealthy man, okay? But go and read about this man, okay? I'm telling you, this man is into some shady stuff, but he can make people disappear, okay? Just saying. Now he's still holding on, but there's a picture of him on the Forbes, and it's the most disturbing picture. It gives me the creeps, the heebie-jibbies. Let me find it. All these kids around him. I'm like, what the heck? Okay, Forbes picture. Okay, let me find the one on the plane. There's a picture of him on the plane, well, outside of the plane with some children, and it's freaking bizarre. And his house looks like a damn compound. I can't find it, but I did have it. It's on my page, you guys. Okay. Oh, Paris, Texas. I never heard of Paris, Texas. I never heard of Paris, Texas. Yeah, she could still be out here. Um, this is sick, you guys. This man is very sadistic. And his wife, I mean, the wife, you know, the wives always know what's going on in the homes. Some of these wives, they turn a blind eye because the money. Okay, they just turn a blind eye. But I will check out Paris, Tennessee. Tennessee, not Texas. Yeah, Tennessee. I will check out Paris, Tennessee. I never even heard of. And then there was a lady that started following me, and um, I infiltrated a trafficking, basically. Okay, through Summer Moon Wells case, I infiltrated a trafficking ring, and I did call. Okay, um, it was crazy. The girl she hit this prescription button, and it just led me to her channel. And Unearth, you know this story because you've been with me for a while. Okay, it was bizarre, and it led me to a channel. And the channel it led me to was these kids that were just playing with their clothes on. Okay, and I'm like, what am I seeing here? My son was even crying. Okay. There was no sexual acts. It was just the children playing, like normal children playing, but the camera was focused on the children. And she hit this prescription button, and the Holy Spirit led me to her channel. Okay, led me straight to her channel, and I'm like, what the hell did I just um, hack? I basically hacked it psychically. Okay, and normally when people hit the prescription button in my channel, I don't follow that page, but something led me to her page. Okay, you can tell the intent. Yes, she was watching because I was telling the truth, and she's trying to figure out how I know this. Okay, I feel I was meant to help you. Yeah, you can help me with this. This is something I've been really. This is a case I will not let go. Okay, I haven't worked on many cases, but this case I'm not letting go. Okay, and it's interesting that you said Paris, Tennessee, because the deck that I'm using is from Paris. It's called Fin de Silis. Okay, these cards were made in Paris. Okay, the Kepler. Okay, so that's very interesting that you just said that. So there could be a connection here. Okay, this is in French, and I know I'm saying it wrong because I don't know French. It's Fin de Silis, whatever. It's French. Okay. Okay, so she could be there. Okay, she could be there because I'm using a French deck, and the capital of France is Paris. Okay, so let's see what else we get on this wealthy man. So he's getting unexpected income from, and I want to pull a lot of, wow. Well, we know he's great fortune. He's making great fortune. I'm going to leave this here. Wow. Toil and labor. So these are children, and these are children that are in poverty. Okay, so I'm taking these cards, and I'm staying right here. And the lovers came out. Okay, the lovers. So let's stay on these cards right here. So he's the wealthy man. Now he's getting unexpected income from somebody that has dirty hands. Okay, and their clothes is even torn. Okay, so these are poor people in poverty. Okay, people in true poverty here. Okay, so he knows what targets. Okay, individuals. 444. Yes, I was getting that too. I was getting 444 and 222. It's 444 right now. Yes, And number 26, and I think Mystery Goddess, you did say something about 26, and I do keep seeing 26. Okay, the Great Fortune. Okay, and the Cabals are in France. Yes, so she could also be in France. Okay, she could be anywhere. Who knows? Okay, wow. And I'm using a French. The Kepler deck is the fortune telling deck from France. Oh, I'm 26. Wow. So, and we got Total Labor once again, and you guys see me shuffle this deck. Okay, so she could be out here. Okay, she could be out here. Now, I'm gonna Google this right now. And a lot of these places have underground places. Now, the Kepler deck is okay. Is from Germany. I'm surprised. She could be in Germany. It's German divination of cards. But I'm getting French. Psychically I was getting something about France or French. Okay, so I don't know why. Something with France. Okay. This is interesting. Because she'd been in France? I don't know. Okay. Germany? She could be in Germany. I don't know. Okay. But I'm seeing France, not Germany. Okay. Now she went on a journey. There was a journey here, lovers here. So, and these are the same cards I keep pulling. Now, somebody might be going to court. Okay. And we got distant horizon. Okay. Distant horizons could be, and you see all these different flags. Okay. This could be different places, different countries. Okay. Yes, it's illegal to marry. Okay. And in some countries, they can marry the children off at 15. They can marry the children off at 13. And they like all children, okay? Certain like Arabic countries, they like specifically blonde-headed children, okay? I've worked on cases, okay? Because they don't see those kind of children over there. In some countries, they like black children. In some countries, they like Spanish children. Okay, but for her, she's a Caucasian white girl. Okay, and she's the type that they are looking for. Okay, in some countries. Okay, especially Arabic countries. Okay, and they marry them young. Okay, they marry them very young. They marry them at 15. Okay, 13. Okay, and wherever she's at is distant horizons. Okay. Yeah, when I did her, I had dreamed about Arabic boys. Yes. When I did her case, I went on Tennessee. You guys can go onto Tennessee Missing and Exploited Children through the FBI website. If you notice, their ages of the children that are going missing in that area are between the ages of like 15, 16, and the one boy that came to visit me, his organs was taken out. And there was another boy that his organs was taken out. Okay. I know you guys, you're probably like, well, she sounds crazy, but no, I'm not crazy. The boy actually visited me. Okay. And I seen him like he was like still alive. Okay. Still here on this realm living. Okay. He was standing by my bedroom door around like 3 something in the morning. And I was too tired to get up to talk to somebody that wasn't alive. Okay. You don't think they sold her off to illegal marriage? They could have. Okay. And yes, for money. Yes, there was money exchange. There was definitely money exchange for her. Okay. And she could still be alive, because if you've seen, we got the age of 7, we got the age of 8, we got the age of 9, we got the age of 10, we got the age of 11, we got the age of 12, all the way to up to 18. So if this is a trafficking ring, this trafficking ring is international, okay, because of the distant horizon. Okay, human trafficking is a $1 trillion business. It's not just the thugs, the coyotes, okay? These are wealthy men. Wealthy men will do a lot for money. And how do they obtain their wealth? Okay? How do they attain their wealth? Think about it. Physicians are not trillionaires, okay? They're not trillionaires, okay? So how the heck did this man in Tennessee become a billionaire? And he's a physician. Think about it, you guys. Is your physician a billionaire? I don't think so. Okay, not even close to it. All right. Now, there's some shady people up there. Okay. The Lawson family is very shady, may I say. Okay. And she could have been trafficked to distant horizon. And this is showing. Okay. All right. And when I did her read, there was many children. There was a book. It is so crazy because I see a book of children, and then that movie came out, The Sound of Freedom, and I was like, how did I know this? Yes, he has private jets. There was a plane. If you go on Mystery Goddess, if you go down on my feed, there's a plane that came right in front of my house. A private jet. A private plane. Okay, they were messing with my bank account. They were following me, okay, for no reason. Ever since I started this page, okay, I have been followed. I have been harassed. I have cameras, okay. I had a damn plane, a helicopter. If you go down my feed, Mystery Goddess, you will see the helicopter turned. This was early in the morning, hovering over my house. Yes, containers and boats. And I came out with this information before The Sound of Freedom, but The Sound of Freedom was in the making for 5 years, okay? Mel Gibson was trying to expose this that was going on. And this is happening all over the world. Because if you see in this card, there's so many different flags, okay? But do your research on this man, because this man is very interesting, okay? Very, very interesting. How does a man make this much money? Thomas F., I'm going to show you him once again. He has 2 sons, and it's his wife. They're billionaires. He's a physician and a businessman, and a co-founder of HCA Healthcare. He's one of the wealthiest men in Tennessee. I can't even make this up. How did this man obtain his wealth? Even his father was his father. They own hospitals. I mean, they own so much stuff. And it doesn't matter what party they're affiliated with. It's not about the party. I think one of the sons is a politician or was a politician. His house looks like a damn compound, you guys. I can't even make this up. This is his house. Let me show you his house. Hey, let me show you his house. This is his house. Okay. It looks like a whole compound. Okay. His name, I'm going to show you once again. Thomas F. Friss. Let me go back to his. This is a picture of him. And his son was known as the Cat Killer. I was led to him, you guys. I don't know nothing about this man. I've never heard of this man. Don't know nothing about him. But when I was doing Summer Moon Wells's case, I kept something led me to this man, and I never even heard of this man in my life. Okay, that's his name. You can read about him and see the picture, the perverted picture of him, the children. I mean, it's so perverted. He's in the water with the plane, and there's children hanging off the plane in the water. I mean, this is crazy. Part of the worldwide organization, he will never be taken down. No, he won't never be taken down. Okay, he won't. Okay. But Don, Candace, and all them, Jody and all them, yes. But psychically, you know, we run across these cases and they lead us down a rabbit hole, a serious ass rabbit hole. And this is what her case led me down, a serious ass rabbit hole, may I say. Okay. They hacked into my bank account. They were messing with my bank account. They were messing with my YouTube channel. They tried to take my YouTube channel down. They were striking my YouTube channel multiple times for dumb stuff, you guys. Really dumb, okay? So I knew I was hitting a nerve, and I know I was telling the truth, okay? Yes, it's much bigger. Yes, this case is much bigger, okay? Way much bigger than we can even grasp, okay? Okay, there's multiple children, and this is what I did see with her from day one, and I will continue to say that. All right, this is way bigger, way bigger. Okay, way bigger. But I don't see. Hopefully, it's freedom for these kids. Yes, these are God's children, and the thing is, a lot of things are being revealed to us. Okay, this is a time of awakening. Okay, so a lot of things will be revealed to us. Okay, now the Sound of Freedom was interesting. What I got from the Sound of Freedom was there's a part in the movie where the guy says, I don't know if you guys remember, if any of you guys seen the part in the movie. Yes, exposure. We need to expose these people. We will. They will be exposed. And a lot of things are going to be exposed out here, okay? A lot. In the movie of The Sound of Freedom, I want to talk about The Sound of Freedom real quick before I end this live. The Sound of Freedom, it took me a while to go see it, and I did go see it. And what I got from The Sound of Freedom, Mel Gibson, you know, he's been in Holly Weirdos for quite some time. Now with Mel Gibson, it's very interesting. You know, he had to do things to get into Hollywood, Holly Weirdos. He had to do things to become a part of this establishment. Okay, he had to. Okay, his hands are not clean. Okay, don't think his hands are clean. But let me finish saying what I got. Okay, what I got. Okay, what I got was there's a part. Now in the movie, this is based on a true story, right? What I got in this movie was it was the reason they did it in South America is because the guy that this is based on a true story of the guy that brought these children home. But what was interesting was there was a part in the movie, and it was Mel Gibson's part of his life, and I don't think he'll ever come out and say it, but that's what I was picking up psychically. There was a part in the movie where the guy says, remember when he went over to South America and he talks to this guy, and the guy tells him he's going to help him find the girl. She went to the modeling agency. They took the boy and the sister, okay? And the sister did wind up in the jungle. But what's so interesting is There's a part, and I believe this is Mel Gibson's part. Okay, this happened to Mel Gibson. So the girl was, he said she was 14 years old, and he did not know that. Okay, um, and he looked at her feet. Remember that part where he said, "I looked at her feet, and her feet was painted with some like childish nail polish." That was Mel Gibson's story. Okay, he's not going to say it, but I'm telling you, that was his story, because he didn't know how old the girl was. Okay, and he's seen this going on, and he wanted to expose it. Okay, but that was his story, um, of when he was with a girl, and he didn't know she was, allegedly didn't know she was underage. Okay, and he looked at her feet. That's his story. That's what I was picking up psychically. Okay. You guys, I'm going to end this. I'm sending you love and light, love and light. Thank you for joining me, Mystery Goddess. Um, but this is going on all the time. It don't matter if you're poor or rich, wherever you're at. Yes, I do keep seeing 26, and I see that 26612 or something. No, I don't know what that means. Okay, but I just get things and I just share it with you guys, okay? Because maybe you guys are picking up on something if you're psychic, or maybe you guys can find out more information. I don't know, okay? But I infiltrated a trafficking ring, and I was so shocked, you guys. My spirit was so disturbed for days, okay, days, okay. And the lady was following me. She opened up fake accounts. Her husband was following me, may I say. And he was a part of this trafficking ring, okay, in Tennessee, may I say. He was even following me. I had a block, and they still was putting up fake pages. I mean, it was crazy, okay, crazy. But they were messing with my bank account. Um, it was just crazy. But you can see the picture of them actually coming in front of my property with the plane. It was a small plane, okay. All right. You guys can do your research on that. But hopefully, the teeth. Now, this is interesting about the teeth. Epstein Island, the dentist chairs on Epstein Island was very weird to me. Because the reason why I'm going to say that was he saves the teeth. I don't know if he saves the teeth. There was a whole dentist, um, a whole dentist, a dentist set up, okay, dental. So obviously there had to be dentists involved, because how would they abstract the whole teeth? And the teeth can identify their body, okay, the teeth. And you got to understand that is people that have been to the dentist. Now, when you have children that have not been to the dentist, that are undocumented, um, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. And why they call it they called the plane on Epstein Island the Lolita Express. Okay, Lolita Express. Okay. Now I did see Wall Street. There's something going on with Wall Street, the trafficking of the children. Wall Street, yes, Wall Street. Okay, Wall Street. They used to sell slaves. I walked down Wall Street. Okay, don't think they're not selling children or humans on Wall Street. Okay, yes, Wall Street. Okay. I did say JP Morgan Bank was involved, and it did come out. A lot of things I had predicted have came to pass. Okay. And how I picked it up was just being a psychic. Okay. And I did say JP Morgan, and JP Morgan was one that was involved. Okay. And there's many more, you guys. Okay. Many more. Many more, many more. Politicians, presidents, I mean, the whole shebang. And what was interesting too was Clinton was wearing a dress. Now, I did do some research, but not a lot on Epstein himself. There is a girl out there that she has written books. Okay, she has a lot of information. She has more than me. She knows the ins and outs of everything. Okay, she has written books about the Epstein, the whole case, the list, everything. Okay, um, She is very knowledgeable, okay, about Epstein. I can give you her name. She has books. I mean, she has been on people's talk show. She's very honest. She's not lying. She is telling her truth. Um, and she was a reporter, I think. And she did a lot of research. I mean, she knows everything. I would tell you her name, but I did talk about J.P. Morgan and other J.P. Morgan, and I said a lot of stuff that I predicted that came out. Um, it was a woman that wrote the book. I'm trying to find her, but there wasn't just girls there. Because Ghislaine, whatever her name was, she was. It was. See, they told Virginia was one of the victims. And she told her story, but she didn't tell her whole story. There was boys and girls. Okay, Ghislaine liked it boys too. Okay, just saying. So there was a lot of stuff that was going on. I'm trying to find the lady that has so much information on this. Let me see if I can find her. She did a biography. I can't find her, but she has a lot of information. She has been on talk shows. I mean, she knows her stuff. Like she does. Um, uh, it's not Julie Brown. It's another. I don't think her name is Julie Brown. I can't remember this girl's name. I think Julie Brown was a victim, but I can't think of the girl's name. But she is. Wow, she really knows. Like, and Ghislaine is still out there somewhere. Jeffrey um, was deleted. A lot of people saying he's still alive, but I feel like he's deleted. Leslie Groff won't face no criminal charges. Like none of these people are facing criminal charges. They all got away. Oprah, all them. What's the other one? Ellen DeGeneres. I mean, they all got away with this. Okay. And Clinton was in a dress, so that means that he liked to dress in women's clothes. Okay. Bill Clinton. Um, and that was a picture they found in the New York mansion or house. Um, let's put one card on Jeffrey, and I'm gonna end this because some people saying he's alive, some people saying he's dead. Who knows? Okay, with these celebrities, who knows? He was in a maximum security prison in Manhattan, and there was new guards, and one of the guys in the mafia, Despair. So that was the first card. That card came flying out, Despair. Okay, so I don't feel like he's here. Okay, I don't feel like he's still alive. I feel like he has crossed. Um, that was too many cards. They betrayed him. Well, not really betrayed him. He had like he knew he had to have something over them because they could take him out. They took everybody else. Sudden wealth. Okay. Um, and I just want to see if we get the coffin card. The coffin card for him. The marriage. Him and Ghislaine, they were not married. I mean, I don't know. They could have been married. Okay. The bad health is here. But his upbringing was very interesting. The theft. His occupation changed. And he was the main male here. There's a mature woman. Okay. I don't think he's here. I don't feel that energy from him. The poverty, the lovers, that would be him and Ghislaine. The toil labor would be the children, and he's the wealthy man, and they had expectations. Yes, there's a crossing. So I don't believe he's still here. Let's see. The pathway card. I don't believe he's still, but who knows? The privileged lady is Ghislaine. She grew up privileged. Her father was a part of the Mossad. Yeah, he has cross. Okay, and I felt that. Okay. All right, you guys. This was a real one, a long one. Thank you guys for joining my channel. Hit that like button. Thank you for giving me your thoughts. Okay. All right, and your input. All right, you guys. All right, love and light, love and light. Ashe, ashe. Bye. Oh, and justice for Summer Wells and all these other missing children. Okay, this case I will not let go. Okay. All right. Ashe.